Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejados.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alicia.
I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Sterling.
Welcome to episode 63 of Adventures and Mousecapades. Today, we are going to discuss what season of the year is the best.
I think it's season 5.
I think it's fall, autumn.
I agree.
There you go. All right. Well, that wins. Autumn's the best. Today, we're actually going to be talking about Emerald City Comic Con. I got a chance to work at Comic Con a couple weeks ago, and the kids got a chance to walk the con floor. So we're going to talk a bit about that. Comic Con is a gathering of vendors and comic book artists and just artists and entertainment guests that get together in various places and throw a shindig. This one is in Seattle. It's called Emerald City Comic Con because Seattle is the Emerald City. And it was held in early March of this year.
It was super fun. That's all I gotta say.
I started working at Comic Cons as a volunteer back in 2012 or 2013. I think we talked about this a little earlier in the series, and I thought it was like right after we moved to Seattle, but it was not. I was going back through some notes. I was like, nope, I started a little later. It was after Sterling was born is when I started. And I started as a volunteer. I worked in the badge distribution area and then started moving over to help out in the information booth. And I did info booth for many, many years and loved it very much. And in 2018, I was, kind of hired away into another company that worked with the talent, with the celebrities. And I've been working with them since 2018, off and on at different cons.
Cool. Okay, so some questions for you, Mom. Why did you want to get involved with Emerald City Comic Con in the first place? And why a volunteer/staff position and not just an attendee?
I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know. I think I saw it was something that was here that came to Seattle once a year. And I was like, oh, that seems kind of cool. And I think I just wanted to do a volunteer position. Oh, I know what it was. Dad didn't want to go. He didn't want to go to Comic-Con, and I didn't want to go by myself as an attendee. So I'm like, well, why don't I just volunteer and maybe I'll be able to find some stuff or see some things at that time. And when I first joined, there were volunteer options available. It's all paid stuff now, but at the time it was volunteer. And the volunteer staff was called Minions. So I was a minion for many years.
Why do you keep working at conventions? And what draws you back?
Well, I like the craziness of it all. It is always very, very crowded there. There's a lot going on. And I enjoy being very busy. I like having a lot of stuff to do. It's also a very much behind the scenes job, which is what I prefer. No, let me rephrase that because it's not a behind the scenes type job. It's very much involved being in front of people, and there's a lot of customer service involved in it. And I like being able to help people out. That's what I do with my regular day-to-day job. And I don't know, I just like the aspect of being able to show people where to go or make their day a little bit easier, whether it's pointing out where specific areas are, where different panels are. And recently it's, being able to work with talent is a plus, of course, but also just seeing the people that are coming, that are there to see the celebrities and being like basically the first person they see before they go to the celebrity and I don't know, calming them down, because some people are really super excited about it or very anxious about it. And I'm kind of their first point of contact, and I can tell if they need a little bit of extra support. And I really enjoy that. And that's what draws me back too. It is an exhausting couple of days, but I like having that in little doses here and there throughout the year.
Could you share a couple of your favorite memories of working at a convention?
Sure. So I think my favorite memory was, I believe it was in 2015, and I actually got Caitlin, Sterling, and Nathan at the con at one time. And Sterling was dressed up like the 10th Doctor, and Caitlin was dressed up like Amy Pond. And we happened to be in line to take a picture with John Barrowman and Alex Kingston. We were next in line, and John saw Sterling and just kind of, I don't know, he got super excited. There's me saying super excited again. Oh my gosh. He got really excited. He got down on one knee, threw his arms open, and said, "Doctor!" And Sterling ran right at him and got a big hug from John Barrowman. That was amazing. I mean, I guess we could have done that without me working there, but that's one of my big memories. Let's see what else happened there. Oh, Alex said, "Hi, Mom," to Caitlin. Because Caitlin was dressed like Amy. That was really neat. One of the other things I really liked was I got to meet my favorite actor. I got to work with my favorite actor. I mean, one of the things I really like about cons is you get to meet people that you never would be able to meet otherwise. Just in talent, in comic book artists. I've met a couple of great comic book artists and just artists in general, and voice actors.
You said something about your favorite actor. Can we know who that is?
I suppose David Tennant is my favorite actor, who is known as the 10th Doctor and the 14th Doctor. He's done a crap ton of other stuff too.
Spoilers.
Oh, should we not say that?
It's fine.
If you can you name some of the celebrities that you've worked with? Do you have a favorite that you're willing to name publicly?
Okay, so some of the celebrities I've worked with. When I started with the company that I'm working with now, I got thrown into the deep end. It was my very first time working with talent, and they paired me with Mr. David Tennant, and that was pretty awesome. I also got to work a little bit with Billie Piper, and she is amazingly sweet, and she's a very quiet person as well. I have also worked with Peter Capaldi, another doctor, and I've worked with some voice talent as well. The name is blanking on me. One of the voice actors that's in My Hero Academia and Attack on Titan, and a couple of the squad from My Hero Academia. They were like kind of all together, and I worked with one of them, but got to know a bunch of them just doing stuff there. Most recently, I've worked with Ashley Eckstein, who is the voice of Ahsoka Tano. And I worked with her at Star Wars Celebration last year and this past March at Emerald City Comic Con as well. So it was nice being able to see her again, and her husband remembered me. That was kind of nice. They came out and gave me a big hug, which is pretty fun. And I think that's the majority that I have worked with. I've seen a whole bunch of other people too, and I've got to have some chats with them here and there just as we're passing each other in the halls. Yeah.
What about New York Comic Con?
New York Comic Con. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about those people. Shame on me. I got to work with Tom Sturridge, who you may know as Dream or the Sandman from The Sandman. And I also got to work with Steve Burns, who is from Blue's Clues.
Steve!
And both of those people were amazing. Tom, it was his very first con ever. He was a little nervous about it, but being able to see just the outpouring of love and support, I think, really helped him realize that this is kind of a fun thing to do. And Steve is just amazing. I wouldn't mind working with him again. He was really nice.
Well, I mean, it is Steve from Blue's Clues.
Yes, and
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Exactly. There was a lot of people that had little notebooks for him to sign, which is really kind of cute. Handy dandy notebooks. And some blues. I think somebody like hand crocheted a blue doll and gave it to him. That was really neat.
Who is on your wish list of celebs you'd love to work with but haven't had a chance to yet?
I think any of the other doctors from Doctor Who, I would love to. I'd love to meet Jodie. I would love to meet Matt Smith. I'd love to meet the new Dr. Ncuti too. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of voice actors that I was paired with that I didn't know. It wasn't a genre that I listened to. And those are some of the most interesting people that I've talked with and worked with too. So that's kind of cool. And I should say, when I say working with them, what I'm actually doing. So I'm helping with moving them from place to place to make sure they are in the right place at the right time. I keep track of their schedule. And I also will do some ticket scanning and money handling and checking with the guests that are coming up to talk with that person. And like I said, being the first person that they see, getting them ready on the way, getting whatever they're having signed ready. And I also help with counting, making sure I tally down all the autographs, the different types of autographs. There's, oh my gosh, there's so many things. It just depends on what they need track of. But yeah, I like move them from place to place, make sure they get to where they need to go. That's the basics of it, I guess.
You've started to travel to some other conventions like New York Comic Con and Star Wars Celebration. What has been your favorite one other than here in Seattle?
Oh, between those two, it's really hard to choose because they're very different. Star Wars Celebration is just about Star Wars, and I loved working there, but because I am such a fan of Star Wars, I would really love to go just to attend. The next one is in London, so obviously we're not going to be going to that one. I think it's later this month. New York Comic Con is a lot more similar to Emerald City Comic Con because it wasn't any specific theme. It was just Comic Con. For others, I think I'd need to find where else I would be offered to work at. I think C2E2 is one of them. It also depends on timing, when it is during the year, and what, if anything, we have going on. Like, I won't be able to do New York this year because we'll be on a vacation. We have a lot of vacations planned for this year, so I don't have anything else planned for this year. I do want to do Emerald City next year, and I think I'd like to do New York again. I really enjoyed that. I believe there's one down in Orlando that I maybe would want to do, or Miami, somewhere down there. And, there's ulterior motives for that anyway, because Florida. I think if Star Wars Celebration is in Anaheim again, I'm kind of torn on if I'd work it again, because I had so much fun working that.
So, Mom, you said something about C2E2. What exactly is that?
Oh, that's in Chicago. I don't know what it stands for. Comic Con Entertainment something. It's in Chicago.
Okay, so it's basically just like any other Comic Con, just in Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, the company I work with mainly does Comic Cons. Star Wars Celebration, I think, is something that they just started doing because Reed Pop, who heads up the Comic Cons that we've worked at, liked the work that they did. So they hired the company I work for to work Star Wars. So, yeah.
Cool. I know you touched on this already kind of, but are there any other conventions that you haven't worked at yet that you would love to someday?
I don't know all the ones that are out there. I know the big one is San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know if my company does any work with that or not. That might be too big. Think of like Emerald City and how busy that was. I think it's like 3 or 4 times larger than that. And Emerald City's pretty big in the first place. So I don't know. Well, okay, enough about me. Let me find out about you two and what you did at Comic-Con this year. I know you were only there for a day, and this was at the new Seattle convention center, the Summit building, brand new building, absolutely gorgeous.
I agree with that. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I would not mind going there again.
So when you guys got there, what did you do first?
The first thing we did was, walk through the rain to get to the the convention center.
Yep.
But I think we pretty much headed straight towards Artist Alley just to go look at all the artists.
Did you pick up any prints or anything?
Not this time.
No?
No. I think we were just too enamored with everything that was happening.
It was super big and so many people, grammar, so many people, and was absolutely fabulous.
Was there any type of style of art that really stood out or something you hadn't seen before that was really amazing?
I really liked the part where it was just like I saw so many like figures, and I saw some from my favorite show. I wanted to get that, but I couldn't because I already bought something, and it was $99.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, art is expensive. Original art can be very expensive.
Yeah, and it was an exclusive item.
Yes. One of the nice things about Comic Cons is artists will usually do an exclusive print that you can only get at that convention. And there's some really beautiful things that are out there. What about you, Caitlin? What did you think about Artist Alley? Was there a style that really caught your eye or any particular artists that really caught your eye?
For me, I like more the simple things, maybe more like geometric, but seeing kind of like what Sterling was saying, like figures of your favorite characters in more like a simplistic style where you can't immediately tell it's them, but once you look at it more, you're like, oh, okay, I know who that is. I like that kind of stuff.
Did you all get to go down to the show floor at all, where all the vendors and comic book artists and just stuff to shop for is?
Yes, we did. And I loved it. I thought it was really cool.
What are some of the things that you saw down there?
One of the things that we saw was Studio Ghibli. There was Totoro and all of their stuff. Of course, we got a picture.
Was it the life-size Totoro at the bus stop?
Yes, it was. And
That's cool.
I thought it was really cute. And when I saw it, I'm just like, yay!
Caitlin, was there anything down on the show floor that really caught your eye?
Well, I'm a huge Studio Ghibli fan, so that's really what I was looking for when we were down there. I think we were just walking around when we first got down there, and I kept trying to look at my map to figure out where we were and where the Studio Ghibli area was, and we couldn't find it for a little bit. We kept walking, and I saw the sign up near the ceiling. I was like, oh, we need to go there. So yeah, that was really fun.
It's a big show floor too. I did not get the chance to go down there, but just looking at the maps and seeing how big the center was itself, I was like, that takes up a lot of space.
I don't really remember what this vendor was selling, but I just remember walking by and there was a hologram. I think they were figurines or something, but it was really interesting because I'd never, actually seen a hologram before, and there one was at Comic-Con. I'm like, wow, that was really cool.
That's neat.
And then as we were walking past it, we realized it was a projection behind shooting into a fan.
Oh.
And at a certain angle, it looks like a hologram. And that was
cool.
pretty neat. Also, another vendor, I think that was at the show floor, was one of my favorite superstition things. SCPs, Secure Contained Protectors. It's like a secret organization protecting humanity from anomalies. And I really like the bad guys, the Chaos Insurgency, which try to use the SCPs as weaponry.
Oh, well, that's right. I remember seeing some pictures where you got to meet them and talk with them a bit.
Those were just people dressed up as them.
Ah.
There was an actual booth.
Got it. Okay, well, that's neat. Did you guys, I don't know, buy anything while you were there?
We got stuff from the Totoro place, Studio Ghibli. I got the cat bus, and it has a little tiny Totoro on a strand stuck to it. I also got a button and a pin.
Cool.
There's one more thing. Oh, yes. I also got a Squishmallow.
Squishmallow, that's right.
And the pin that I got was something from Butts on Things, which
Yes.
what I thought was super funny.
The vendor is called Butts on Things, and they put butts on things. Yeah.
I saw a burrito butt, taco butt, and other stuff like that. But I got stuff from my second favorite show, Naruto. I also like the bad guys in there. And I saw an Akatsuki sign with a butt. So I'm just like, I got to have that.
Caitlin, did you get anything?
Yes. I didn't get as much as Sterling did, but when we stopped at the Studio Ghibli exhibit, I got a little Gigi plush, which is basically just a little black cat from Kiki's delivery service. I put him in my car because he's so small and it's like perfect place for him. And then I also got the Marvel Meow book, which is basically a whole bunch of small comics with different Marvel characters and superheroes with cats in them. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
One of the other things that I really enjoy about going to a Comic-Con is the costumes. Just the creativity and ingenuity of people to create these costumes is downright astounding. Did you all see any costumes that really stood out?
So I was dressed up as Pain, which is a villain that can control gravity and is a ginger like us.
From what show?
Naruto.
Okay.
Yeah, and I saw the other Akatsuki people, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, look, it's little dude!" we saw them on the escalator. We also saw Hulk Ragnarok. It was really nice.
Caitlin, did you have any favorite costumes that you saw?
Yes, we saw a lot of Mandalorians, the plural of that. And those were all really cool. So that was really cool, just seeing people dressed as the Mandalorian. And then I guess off of that, we also saw Cara Dune and, I can't remember her name, one of the other Mandalorians from Bo-Katan's little crew. Yeah, that was really cool. I also saw a good amount of Moon Knight costumes. I know we saw a Khonshu, nice which was really cool.
Yeah, we saw Khonshu, Moon Knight, Mr. Moon, all of those. They were cool.
Did you see any droids?
Oh, yes, we did. We also saw a Rainbow Pride Dalek.
That's cool. Yes, I saw that one too. Daleks are a lot larger than you think they're going to be.
We also saw some droids from Star Wars. And I got to take a picture with BB-8. And when I did that, he leaned towards me, which was pretty cute.
That's cool. I didn't get to see any BB-8s. I did see a lot of astromech droids, though. And I was sitting in the hallway waiting for somebody, and a mouse droid just went by me doing the do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, and just went down the hallway. And the person that I was with, one of the other people working with me, did not know Star Wars, and she was wondering why there was a litter box rolling down the hallway. Let's see, I saw an amazing Lumiere from the live action Beauty and the Beast. Saw Boba Fett, saw a lot of Mandalorians, and just some amazing costume work. Like I said, people are so creative.
When you put your mind to it, you can see and do a lot of cool things.
And there was a lot of cosplay that I didn't know what they were from, but they looked amazing.
I remember, I only saw a couple of these, but there were some clickers from The Last of Us.
Oh,
That was really cool to see.
nice.
I mean, you obviously can't do the full like cover your face prosthetics, but I know a lot of people got really creative, and there were a whole bunch of masks that they did for them, but it was really cool to see.
Yes, I saw somebody who was in like full glamour makeup and had some mushrooms growing out the side of her head and I don't know what they're called, like the plate mushrooms just sticking on her cheek and all that. Yeah.
We also saw, I only saw one of these, but I saw a bludger.
A bludger, like from
Bludger?
Harry Potter?
No,
A
sorry, not
bloater.
a bludger.
Ball.
Bloater, yes.
I know, that's why I was confused. What?
The bloater. And
Okay.
that was really cool. And
That's
then,
from The Last of Us. Yeah, the
The
big
big one.
mushroom
Big boy.
zombie guy. Yeah. Did you two get to meet any celebrities?
Yes, we did.
Oh, you did?
Thanks to you, Mom.
thanks to our loving and amazing mother, we saw Ashley Eckstein, which was really cool. And we had a great time. And we got pictures with her and...
You got to talk with her a little bit. Yeah.
No, she took so many pictures. I think I have like 30 pictures on my phone, which is amazing. It's great.
Her selfie game is just on point. She has this way of holding it, and she just click, 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 click. Lots of pictures.
And she is very communicative and very, humble.
She's very personable, and yeah, she is quite humble too. Yeah. Is there a convention that I've talked about or that you've heard of that you guys would like to travel to someday?
I would definitely want to go to a Star Wars convention.
I would like to go to a anime convention.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
there's one in Seattle in the fall. I could be wrong.
Is it okay if we can go?
I don't know. I'll have to look and see when it is. Who is on your celebrity meet and greet wish list?
My celebrity meet and greet wish list was definitely David Tennant. I really love them. They're really how do I say this? They're just super cool. I would also like to meet the actor of Obi-Wan again. Well, we didn't really meet him, but we got a video from him, me and Caitlin.
Yes, James Arnold Taylor got to see, or basically said hi to you all, which is pretty neat.
Well, he didn't just say hi.
He said hello
there. And of course I gotta put this in. The voice actor of Stitch. I'd also want to see either Marvel people like Captain America, Black Widow would be really just
Yes.
Hulk. I think the actor of Bruce Banner was there.
He was, yes. Mark Ruffalo was there. Very busy. What about you, Caitlin? Who would you like to see?
Well, people who were at Comic-Con that day that we were there, I did really want to meet Ashley, and it was really nice to meet her and take some pictures. I think also if Steve Burns ever does come to Emerald City Comic-Con, I would love to meet him. Literally, childhood hero, Steve
Yep.
Burns. I love you.
Is there anything that I've missed that you all would want to cover? Silence says no.
No,
No, I
sorry,
don't
I thought
think
you
so.
could see us.
I can see you, yes. You guys were just there for a day for maybe 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get you at some other cons, maybe Emerald City again next year, something like that. Thank you so much for chatting with me about Emerald City Comic Con.
Of course. We are not affiliated with Emerald City Comic Con, and we are not travel agents. While we can offer our opinions and suggestions, we recommend working with a travel agent to plan your perfect vacation.
If you have questions or suggestions or would like to be interviewed on our show to share your experiences, please send an email to podcast@adventuresandmousecapades.com.
Follow us on social at Our Mousecapades, and please rate and review in your podcast app to help people find us.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
listening.
listening.
We will be in your ears next week.
That didn't work
Nope.
at
Nope.
all.
Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alicia.
I'm Caitlin.
Oh, is it me next? Oh.
It's, like I said, it's me, then Caitlin, then Sterling.
Okay.
Ready? Take 2.